a man was forced to wear an iron mask and imprisoned in a dungeon for 10 years because he was too handsome. During those 10 years, no one ever visited him, except for a priest who came once a month to pray for him. On this day, the priest brought a corpse and an iron mask to the dungeon and told the guard that the man had died of a contagious disease. The guard, hearing this, was horrified and immediately burned the body. Thus, the priest saved the man with a trick. When they returned to base, the blacksmith helped the man remove the iron mask. Although his face was covered with a beard, he was still young and handsome. However, there was no light in his eyes. He was like a living dead man. After the man washed and tidied himself up, everyone was shocked because he turned out to be an exact copy of the current King Louis. Then the priest revealed the secret to everyone. The man was the twin brother of the current king. Once upon a time, the old king, in order to avoid dynastic strife, ordered the priest to send his brother to distant lands. Before his death, the old king informed the current king of this. The king, fearing that his brother was a threat to his throne, ordered him to be put in an iron mask and imprisoned in a dungeon. However, the king turned out to be weak and talentless, mired in pleasures, which led the country into famine and ruin. The priest understood perfectly well that only this man could save the country, so the three musketeers decided to help the man ascend the throne at the masquerade. Due to the lack of time, the priest taught the man royal manners, fencing, horse riding, and court etiquette day and night. Soon the day of the ball arrived, and they made their way inside. When the king was dancing with the queen, he suddenly saw a man in an iron mask in the crowd, became terribly frightened, and hurriedly fled to his chambers. The three musketeers seized the moment and entered the room through a secret passage. The priest revived the king, the man put on the royal robes, tried to act confidently, and sat on the throne. At that moment, the queen mother arrived at the ball. She recognized the man but did not betray him. The man's thirst for maternal love alerted the captain of the guard. The captain of the guard brought soldiers and surrounded the three musketeers. After a fierce battle, they managed to break through, but the king was saved by the captain of the guard. The three musketeers, having found out where he was, dressed up as prison guards and successfully freed him. However, as they were leaving the prison, the captain of the guard came out to meet them. They prepared for a deadly battle, but unexpectedly it turned out that the captain knew the truth and decided to join them. At that very moment, the king arrived at the head of the musketeers with firearms. But they, without fear, rushed forward against the firing squad. The king ordered them to shoot, but the soldiers, struck by their courage, drew their swords one by one and saluted them. In the end, the king was put in an iron mask and imprisoned. The man became the new king and led the country to prosperity.